beautiful shot, right? Beautiful attempt. Sorry guys, now coming back to Ezra. You guys know, at least for the guys who have followed me for a long time would know how I feel about horror movies, how horrified I am. I mean, it could be a very lame horror movie also, but then I would get freaked out. But it's not like I'm scared of ghosts or something in real life. No, it's a... That was nothing, right? No. Now, there are certain things that a horror movie would need. First, it would need the right kind of cast, because it's not only about who's playing the lead, but it's also about who's playing the ghost or the spirit or the evil spirit, whatever you want to call it. Also, it's about what kind of characterization does that evil spirit have. Because I think the success of any horror movie is going to be how much of depth of character the evil spirit has and the why of it haunting. So that why is a very important element of any horror movie, because that's what's going to make the audience connect to it emotionally and also have that engagement factor. Can I convince him that yes, whatever is happening does have some meaning to it and is just not meant to merely scare people? Nailed it! But that being said, this movie is a masterpiece. I'll tell you why. Of late, not because I watch a lot of Tamil movies, but I feel that a lot of horror movies come out in the way of horror comedy. I don't know if it's because people are not able to handle serious horror, or maybe it's just because it works on the box office. I feel when you have a strong story, as I said, a strong base to the horror element of that movie, it should work, and this movie is a perfect example. Now, what I liked about the movie is basically everything. Every single frame, the shot design was just marvelous. It cannot look like a painting. Every frame felt like a painting. And Prithviraj and Priya Anand, he looked handsome and she looked gorgeous. I mean, I love their costumes. It was simple. The uber class couple, it was something like that. And I think I like that. Apart from that, I think the horror elements were so convincing. The sound department, I need to know who worked in the sound department. Not because he was only good, he was too good. But then, dude, let me tell you, I'm like a chicken when I watch horror movies, okay? Suppose I went on a date with a girl for a horror movie. That's it. That's it. Do you understand? That's it. My life and my career with that girl is up. So I need to know who this guy is, because I think most of the horror and most of that frightening scream, whatever that I did in the theater, was because of three people: the editor, the camera guy, and the sound guy. I would blame it on these guys. But thank God I didn't go with the date yesterday. Having all this humor aside, it had a good depth, and the depth is what I like. I think introducing something known as the just, you know, I don't spoil movies for anyone. And also having the Jew angle to it, the Jewish angle to it. I think although it's horror, I know I'm going to get scared. I know I'm going to freak out. But then this fact of having something totally new, the concept being smothered into me, kept me engrossed in the whole 2.5 hours, whatever the time of the movie was. So that's something I liked, because it kept me constantly engaged. The music was amazing. The sound department and the music department knew when not to play music or do their work, because that's when I was frightened to the highest extent. The direction, JK, I think is a boon to the industry. Obviously Sujeeth Vasudev also. Sujeeth Vasudev is the guy behind the camera. Certain shots, especially the one, I mean, I was inspired by certain shots that they pulled off. So even right from the trailer, my first post, I said the cinematography is awesome, and that works for any horror movie. The camera angles does add to the fear factor or the engagement factor, the suspense factor, or whatever. Even if a spirit is moving, that camera angle just, you know, conveys that emotion to you and makes you feel scared. The groundwork, the flashback scenes, everything I think had a lot of meaning to it. And it was just not pure blatant horror. It had a meaning to it. It had a soul to it. I like that. Soul. Because the soul is what haunts you. Good, no? The only thing that I felt a bit let down was the end scene where, you know, you kind of lead a trail saying that there might be Ezra too. Because that's what every horror movie today does. I kind of feel that, I don't know, personally I didn't expect that. I was praying so hard that it shouldn't be a lead or a trail to the next movie. I don't know if it's going to happen or not is a different story, but I wanted a proper closure to this. Everything was good. I completely enjoyed the movie, and whatever it had to do, the romance part being concealed to a song and then not wasting time on certain commercial elements like romance, skin show, item numbers, humor, unintended humor, nothing of that sort. Just pure content. I'm actually proud that, okay, so this movie comes from this production house called E4, and they have been producing movies like OMG, Guppy, and this, and then they also have lined up a next set of movies that look fresh and different. There was a time where people would go into the theaters only because they believed in the producer, because they would produce good movies. But I think personally, of late, when I at least talk about me, I would think of who the director is and I say this guy's movie is going to be good. I don't remember last time I thought of saying that, oh, this producer's movie is going to be good because he believes in content or he promotes good quality content. I mean, I don't remember myself doing that last time. But now I think, E4 is one production house that I can look up to and say if it's going to be them and whoever they partner with to produce a movie that's going to be great content. That's something nice for the industry, and that's something that I like. I mean, it always used to be like that. I mean, even abroad, if there's something that's being produced by Warner Bros., I would just go for it just for the name, because I know they do quality stuff. Their CGI and whatever VFX work they do is brilliant. So I loved everything about the movie except the teeny little bit towards the end that I spoke about. Prithviraj, handsome dude. Priya Anand, why? Why are you so beautiful? I need to know why. Why? If you think this movie did haunt you, I mean, for me, it's just a movie. I don't get scared in real life. Holy Just let's watch on my next video.